Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the Celtic Forever podcast. I've got John here to go over Hearts 2, Celtic 0. The joy was short-lived after Rangers dropping points on Saturday to Motherwell. We haven't even spoke about that. But as I say, the joy was short-lived. Let's bring in John. How are you tonight, John?
Aye, all right, Xander, how's things, man? Apart from the
Do
obvious.
you know, John, I'm actually okay because, with rogues and crooks involved in football, you know, what can you do? What can we do as supporters when these decisions are happening against Celtic in a football game, John? What can we do about it? If there was one word that describes today's game, John, what would it be for you?
Corruption.
100%. That's the word I've got here, wrote down in front of me, John. Corruption. No mentioning names, no mentioning anything like that. One word, corruption. So anyway, let's get into it. And I want to start today with John. You don't even know about this because we've just spoke since yesterday. Another competition, a new competition. So we're going to have two competitions running at the same time. So the competition, the new one for this week, is back to normal. What minute will the first goal be scored in the Celtic versus Livingston game next Sunday, John? Looking for the minute and the seconds of the first goal, whether it's Livingston or Celtic. Just the same old, same old. 5 guesses each. Put your guesses in the comment section. So that's back. But the prize for this week, the prize for the new competition, is these legendary Celtic Forever pens, John. Have a look at that. They're beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely stunning pens. So we're giving one away a week just now. These are collector's items, these pens. These won't be around forever. We're giving them away. We're not selling them or you have to pay for them or anything like that. We're giving them away. Just enter the competition in the comment section, John, and you win these fantastic Celtic Forever pens, John. What do you think?
Aye, very nice indeed. Excuse me. That's a wee change of prize, but giving stuff away, that's all we do here. And it's Xander, just will you do it. Just giving stuff away for free. If you want to pay for your stuff or whatever, go to other podcasts, you can spend all your money there. But
yeah. John, these are going to be collector's items in a couple of years, these pens. Look at them. Outstanding. So we're giving them away anyway. And then we've got the second competition still on the go, which is the 4-week running competition. We're going to leave that for 4 weeks because it's such a impressive prize, being the quadruple treble brand spanking new DVD box set and the quadruple treble Legends frame print, both up for grabs. So the competition for that is very simple. Name the 2 mystery Celtic player voices from the past. Have a wee listen.
Of course, because I know few friends who play football here, and I know.
So those European nights were just they're it's funny when you retire, right?
So 2 entries for each voice. Remember, folks, 2 entries for each voice. So get your entries into the comment section as well to win this fantastic double prize. And that the draw for that will be made on the 25th of March. All right, let's get into this, John. The joy, as I said at the start there, was short-lived after Rangers losing points at Ibrox, John.
Aye, very short-lived. Well, it could have been a different story had either put that penalty away, but there's no point in dwelling on stuff like that. He'd have missed the penalty. Players miss penalties, it happens. Wee bit an inch higher it was in. So, I suppose we can't go on about either missing a penalty. It does happen. So,
yeah,
it would be a totally different game if that goes in, Xander,
Yeah, and you say, John, players miss penalties, fair enough. But with 11 men, we still had a great chance of winning that game. So let's get into these shocking decisions today, John. Right away, John, the writing was on the wall because 4 times in the first 7 minutes I counted Hearts players just falling to the floor as usual, nobody near them, and the referee giving free kicks for absolute nothing. So this happens every single week. We're used to this, But the writing was on the wall for us today when I saw that 4 and 7 minutes, John. But did you see that? What did you think of it?
Well, it's nothing new, isn't it? We're used to seeing that every week against Celtic. Just opposition players getting free kicks for absolutely nothing. It happens quite. And the thing is, Sander, it's getting so bad you can predict it now.
Yeah.
You know, that's how bad the standard are. It's not the standard of refereeing, it's the way these opposition players are getting done. And you can see it as soon as a player falls, nobody really touching them. They get done right away. You're thinking free kick. You can point it out. You can see it coming.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need to wait to see what the ref's doing. You just know it's coming. So right off the bat, early in the game, the standard was set for the cheats getting done really easy. And I don't know, it's just disgusting the way these teams perform against Celtic, to be honest with you.
Yeah, exactly, John. And we'll move on slightly because, you know, this guy Cochrane, this guy that basically got Yang sent off, right? But this guy Cochrane, he has basically an assault on Yang before that, right at the start of the game, maybe 4 minutes gone. And there's absolutely nothing given for it. And he kicks the ball away into the bargain, John. So he's basically a heavy foul on Yang, nothing given, and he kicks the ball away, not spoken to, no yellow card. Yet again, John, the writing's on the wall, isn't it?
Well, like I said, the games are predictable now. You can go into Celtic players as hard a challenge as you like, and you'll get away with it in this country now. It's as simple as that. There's bad tackles going in Celtic players. We've said it in the last, I don't know how many podcasts, every single week, we're witnessing these ridiculous challenges going in on Celtic players and nothing happening.
Yep, and we'll get to these tackles on Celtic players with the high foot in just a couple of minutes, John, but let's move on. 11th minute, we get a penalty, and they can't do anything about this because it's a stone waller. He's brought down in the box, Yang, and he's not even spoken to. Same guy, is it Cochrane again? It is. Cochrane again, brings him down in the box. He's through the keeper, brings him down on the angle, obviously, so he's not even spoke to, John. He's still not got a yellow card. He's still not spoke to. But the penalty's given, and we all know what happens after that. The big man steps up. He misses his penalty. Wasn't a good save. Wasn't a good penalty. It's just one of the ones that he doesn't find the net. But as you said at the start of this podcast there, John, it's a different story if that goes into the net.
A totally different story. I'm not going to go need us back for missing a penalty. It does happen. You know, he's rescued us a couple of times this season. The penalty aside, I thought he had a decent game. For what I saw it, but I thought he seemed to be his usual self, holding the ball up, quite strong and all that stuff. But an inch higher and it's in the net, isn't it? And like, there's no point in dwelling on it. If it goes in, the game's a totally different game. Let's be honest. And that ridiculous section of Celtic fans, about 500 fans or something like that, stadium half empty.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. We brought that up when it was first announced that we were only getting 500 odd fans, didn't we? We said that the rest of the stadium's empty and the Celtic fans are jam-packed into that wee 3 inches of section in the corner there. And just to add as well, John, the defeat, I'm not worried about the defeat. I can take the defeat. It's not a problem. We lose the 3 points. We got out of jail yesterday, so that's the bonus, I suppose. We're still only the 2 points behind. But it's everything else that happened, especially with this VAR, John, which we're going to get to just now. Okay, let's move on. Missed penalty for Ida, wasn't it? So, yeah, as you said, they can miss a penalty. Then we get to within a minute, John, there's this sending off for Yang, you know, the undirtiest player in the planet, you know, just a young boy, very talented young footballer. Hope this doesn't affect him in any way. Right, okay, his foot is high, right? His foot is definitely high, but he doesn't make contact with the player. He's nowhere near him. He's about 3 inches from his face. But it's just his high foot, right? Guy's rolling about the ground like he's just been shot. And it's obviously
Cochrane again, yeah. It's obviously Brother Beaton that's on the VAR, isn't it? So we spoke about this in yesterday's podcast, John, didn't we? About Beaton on the VAR. So
And the referee doesn't give. I think he gives the yellow card initially, right? So that's fair enough. That's what I thought. It was a yellow card, John. Maybe yourself.
Well, it's a high foot. But you've got to remember, when he puts his foot up, that Cochrane's no anywhere near him. He's steaming in like a headless chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time he gets to Yang with his foot up, so to me that wasn't even a yellow card, Zander.
That's it.
Maybe I don't know, high foot is a yellow card, but there's no intent there to do anything. There's no intent to kick the player. The high foot's no there to, distract the player or anything like that. He's trying to clear the ball. Cochrane runs into him. Possibly yellow card at the worst. At the very, very worst for that. And I'm thinking at that time, can't believe it, Yang's got to watch himself through the rest of this game, because I know it's not a red card there. Everybody can see it's not a red card.
Yeah.
And then obviously the call comes for VAR to have a look at that again. Brother beaten. And the rest is just history, as they say. It's just, I was listening to Brendan Rodgers' interview there just before we came on. He's disgusted with it, Xander. You never hear Brendan Rodgers come out and criticising officials, but he's done it today, so fair play to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair enough. I've not heard that. I'll dig that out. But so that's the 14th minute, John. As you say, it goes to the VAR. The referee comes back on. As soon as he goes to the screen, you know he's getting sent off. So yeah, the boy gets sent off. So John Beaton, he'll be drinking in the Crown, Bells Hill, John, or the Loudon, or wherever he fancies going tonight. He'll be drinking free of charge for the next week, I would imagine. What do you think? Free drinks all round?
I don't know. Send him down to the Gallagate, see if he gets a free drink down there.
Aye, well, that's it. So free drinks all round for Brother Beaton. He's done his job today. That's fair enough. You know, all the stops were pulled today. But he's sent off anyway. So we're down to 10 men for practically the whole game, John, because when you take into account all the injury time, we're playing 90 minutes with 10 men.
Well, basically it was 90 minutes. He was sent off in 15 minutes, Young. The game stopped at 15 minutes to send Yang off, so we're playing 75 minutes plus 7 in the first half injury time. That takes it up to 82. I don't know how much was added on at the end because I didn't watch it. I'd seen enough at half times and I never watched the second half. And I thought, there's no chance on this earth these officials are letting Celtic back into this game with anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not the day with Celtic getting beat. If Celtic are playing against 11 men in the games, Hearts are winning 2-0. That's fair enough. I'll keep watching it. I watched the last game at Celtic Park, right up to the final whistle when Hearts beats 2-0. So it's nothing to do with Hearts. It's to do with the fact that I knew what was coming and I knew Celtic were there for the referees to pick on. And that's the way it was. You just knew it. And when Rangers lost that game yesterday, I had a feeling there was going to be a red card for a Celtic player today. Something was going to go wrong for Celtic. I just had a bad feeling about it after that, especially when you know Beaton's there. Don Robertson wasn't any better, by the way.
No. You know, Hearts players falling to the floor the whole game. Free kick immediately. Celtic players getting booted off the ball. Play on. How often do we need to go through this? It's unbelievable, isn't it? All right, 23 minutes. Matt O'Reilly, offside goal. He was offside. The big man, Ida, just went fraction early there. But it was a nice wee finish, wasn't it, John? And off the post.
Aye, it was. Hit one post and went across the other side, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There's no worth talking about. Nice finish, though, for Matt O'Reilly. So, fair play to him there.
Yeah, there was a lovely wee move as well. Ball in the net. But as you say, offside. And there was no doubt about that. That was definitely offside. So we move on. 41st minute, John. We get to the second flashpoint. You know, even just looking at this it turns your stomach, doesn't it? Because Awata, John, he's looking away from the action. He's looking away. He's looking at a defender on the other side, and the ball hits off his arm from behind. Hits his arm from behind him. You know, he's trailing arm.
Aye.
The referee doesn't give a penalty, Johnny. He leaves play on. It's when the play stops. Brother Beaton yet again You know, that crown bar will be in Velshill will be jumping tonight. Sends him over to the VAR screen again, John, and it comes back. But that's down to the referee as well, because he can overturn VAR. He can actually say, no, I'm sticking with my original decision, but nope, he gives a penalty for absolute nothing, John.
Well, that's when Don Robertson comes into play, like he says. He's seen that and he's deemed that a penalty. Now, Tomoki Awata has been shoved as well into the bargain. He's back to the ball. He's been shoved off the ball. I think it was maybe Alistair Johnson that went into the back of him.
Mm-hmm.
Knocked him forward. Awata's no idea where the ball is. The ball comes down from behind him and hits him in the horn. He knows nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
If that's deemed a penalty, we'd be as well just scrapping the game of football altogether. You know,
It's one of the.
if you get your back to the action, Xander, and you know nothing about it, that's not a penalty. 100% not a penalty. And if a referee's deemed that a penalty, the clown shouldn't be refereeing. It's as simple as that. Anybody in the football world watching that will be going, what? You've got to be kidding me. That's a penalty for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting, Xander.
That's right. Yeah, we didn't even bring that up at the start of the podcast, John, did we? Callum missing the day, you know, we were sort of hoping that was just going to be a slight knock and he'd be okay for the day, even if he came on as a sub or whatever, but he was nowhere near the team. So we missed our captain definitely the day, didn't we? But would that have made a difference? Would that have made much of a difference with these decisions?
It wouldn't have made a difference with decisions because no matter what, the official would have found something, Xander. They would have found something to get a Celtic player sent off or whatever. I mean, get back to that red card. Liam Scales actually get booted in the head last week and nothing for the player that done it.
Yeah, that's right. And I was going to bring that up as well, but I forgot because I wanted to move on. But how many times has there been high foots and high boots against Celtic players with absolutely no action taken against the opposite player this season alone? Scales was just last week.
Well, look at the state of Greg Taylor now, black eyes and all that. That's what you know. Alistair Johnson with masks, Liam Scales getting booted in the head, Joe Hart getting booted in the head, Kyogo getting headed for the side. These really, really bad challenges going in Celtic players. I mean, they're worthy of red cards, every single one of them. But nothing happens to these players for doing it. But Celtic player, no intent to do anything, gets sent off for nothing.
Yep. And
So
he also sent off one of the most influential players against Dundee. So right away, you know, it's a chance to send off one of Celtic's most influential players, and they took it with both hands and sent the boy off for absolute nothing. You know, I know we're going back the way here, but it's still very, very disgusting, John. That poor boy, was he going to think if it's? We just hope it doesn't affect any of his performances in the remaining 8-10 games of the season, John.
I don't think it will affect his performances, Xander. I hope it doesn't. But that beating, honestly, I don't want to see him near Celtic Park again, Xander.
Yeah.
Near a Celtic game again.
Yeah, that's it. And Robertson, because as you say, he can overturn these decisions, John.
Aye, exactly. Aye, that's why I says both of them were involved in it. He's seen that and still gave a penalty. Any referee that was a neutral would have said, "Come on, that's never a penalty." That the guy's got his back to the ball. The boss came down and landed in his horn. He's looking somewhere else.
No.
But he says, "Nah, that's a penalty. I'm getting that." So what's going on there?
It's frightening. You know, a chance to go top of the league today, John, and it was taken away from us within 12 minutes of that game starting. It's blatantly obvious. So, what game ban is that for Awata, and can we appeal it, do you think?
It's a straight red card, isn't it? So
No, Awata, John, sorry, Yang, sorry.
Yang, it's a straight red card for Yang. So is that no a 2-game suspension?
Yeah, if it's violent conduct, John, it might be 2. Well, that'll be classed as violent conduct then, wouldn't it?
Aye, violent conduct. Violent conduct when you haven't touched a player.
Yeah, I'm laughing there. I said it as well.
Just copying you.
Yeah, I know, John. It's scary stuff. So hopefully we can appeal that, John, and he's okay for Livingston or the next league game coming up against St Johnstone. So hopefully we can appeal that anyway, because he was brilliant against Dundee, the boy, wasn't he?
Aye, of course he was. Aye. Well, look, it's got to be appealed. It's not a red card. It's as simple as that. It's not a red card, and I'll keep saying it. I don't even think it was a yellow card. When Yang puts his foot up, Cochrane comes running into him, and by the time his legs going up, Cochrane's putting his face into his boot. I'm not saying Cochrane actually put his face into his boot, but that's where his face happened to be when Yang's foot was up.
Yeah.
It's no violent conduct. It's no anything. It's nothing.
No, it's a play on, isn't it? It's a throw into Hearts, but okay, we'll move on, John. 41st minute, they get the penalty, as I says, and they dispatch it 1-0 to Hearts. So it's an uphill battle anyway, but they've got the penalty as well. They're 1-0 up. By this point, you're thinking that's it. 10 men. They're already 1-0 up with a dodgy penalty, a crooked penalty, if you like. And then they score again into injury time. John Shankland again, who, by the way, put in absolutely zero effort against Rangers 6 days previous. Because I watched that game and he done nothing against them.
Aye, well, look, what did Naismith say after getting beat with Sevco? You'll see a different Hearts against Celtic, and he wasn't kidding. Fought every single ball. Battled. All over the park.
Yeah.
Where's that against Sevco? Non-existent.
Yeah.
There to make up the numbers against them.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And obviously these officials, these match officials, they were going to do that anyway, 11 against 11, but the match officials just made it so easy for them today, Hearts, Anyway.
Right, well, like we says, nothing against Hearts winning. That's not the problem here. That is not the problem. My problem is with Hearts. Where's that against Sevco? Where is it? Where's that fight against every other team in the league? Naismith. You'll see a different Hearts against Celtic, and he wasn't kidding. Why are these managers drilling into their teams to battle Celtic players, kicking them off the park? Every one of them's doing it, Xander.
Yeah, exactly, John. Yeah, but we've been doing well. We've been doing well this season. That was a chance to go top the day, John, and the officials took it away from us. So Shankland gets another goal, John, 49th minute, just before half time, but it's offside. Decent wee finish there for him, I suppose. Okay, second half kicks off. Bernardo off for Kyogo. You can't really score any of these players, John, playing a battling Hearts team with 10 men for the entire game, can you?
No. I didn't watch the second half. I'd seen enough. No, that I think Celtic were bad. I just seen enough with the officials. If I was at that game and paid 25 quid or whatever it is for a ticket for an away game, 30 quid or something, I'd have walked out. Xander. I couldn't watch a game like that when you can see it blatantly that the officials were there to stop Celtic today. I don't care what anybody says. That sounds like paranoia, but it's blatantly obvious. So I just switched it off and went out and tidied the garden up.
And I bet you weren't the only Celtic fan that done that, John. But well done to the 570 Celtic supporters over at Tynecastle the day they had to endure that, because that must have been very hard for them to watch what was going on with these officials. And there was plenty of chances for Celtic as well with 10 men. You've got to add. I know you didn't watch the second half, John, but there was plenty of chances. Big Ida was brilliant in the second half. He linked up well with Kyogo. That's why I mentioned the substitution. He linked up really well with Kyogo, John. You didn't see it. So I'd like to see Kyogo and Ida play for the start for the rest of the season.
Aye. Well, I wish I seen it. I'm kind of regretting turning it off. But I know it finished 2-0, of course, but look, I had to tidy the garden anyway. But I was going to do it after the Celtic game. I thought, I'll do it now.
No, I watched it. Also, I watch it because of the podcast. So I just like to see what happens. But nothing really happens. You know, they got their second goal, and we'll just touch on that now. 54th minute, as you say, Awata, dilly-dally. You know, apart from that, the boy had a good game, to be fair, but he dilly-dallied, as you said, John, and it's a defensive block by the Celtic player, and it deflects off the other Celtic player, and it breaks straight to Shankland, and it rattles it into the net for about 18 yards. That makes it 2-0. Fair enough, decent goal. Celtic error, two Celtic errors, in fact. Awata and the defence there. Bit of a blunder, but what would you expect with 10 men, you know? 2-0 Hearts. Game's well and truly over at that point, John, so we're just really... In saying that, the Celtic players did battle, try to get back into the game, John. There was a few efforts on goal, a few brilliant saves for their goalkeeper as well, I might add. Kyogo unlucky with a shot that keeper got to Matt O'Reilly, a couple of chances, keeper saved well, and Big Edie a couple of chances. So there was other chances in the game. But it was all in vain. It was all in vain, John, because the game is over. Just want to ask you, John, the now, many pints do you think Beaton's had so far?
They'll be, probably none. He's probably too busy getting patted in the back.
Lifted on shoulders and things.
Aye. Guy's an absolute clown, by the way, Xander. I hope you're listening to this, Beaton. You're an absolute clown. Don't want to see you anywhere near a Celtic game again.
Oh, he'll be doing the next league game, I can guarantee you. Anyway, so yeah, as I said 2 minutes ago, John, plenty of shots, plenty of effort, plenty of endeavour, plenty of spirit for the Celtic boys, but it's all in vain, as I say. We'll just wrap the game up there, John. Finishes 2-0 to Hearts. We still remain 2 points behind Rangers at the top of the league, but you know, I think it's going to anger the Celtic players, John, and I think we're going to go on and win this league. What do you think?
Especially that Hearts stand. I get them, and when that gets to the split, I can't wait to get them at Celtic Park. And hopefully Hatate's back at that time with McGregor back. And I don't think even Beaton and all his blue nose officials will be able to stop Celtic against them the next time. Because that was scandalous what I seen the other day. Absolutely scandalous. And I don't switch games off at half time, as you know. But what I seen today, I knew that they were there to do that. They were going to stop Celtic no matter what. Because of the result yesterday, of course.
Yeah.
That game, I had a feeling something was going to go wrong with officials today, and it did. Well done to Motherwell, by the way, because if it wasn't for Motherwell, right now I'd be saying league over.
Yeah, and well done to the Celtic boys today and all, because they did put in a lot of effort in that game, John. I've absolutely no problem at all with losing that game today. Well, I've got a problem with it because I like to be top of the league, obviously, but it's not about losing the game today, John. That's by the by. It's what I saw from the officials today. One of the worst officiating I've ever seen in a football match in my life, and I'm 50.
Aye, look, I've nothing against. I've said before, I've nothing against any team beating Celtic. Even Hearts, when they played, they beat us 2-0 at Celtic Park last month or 2 months ago, whatever it was. I says, well done. They deserved it. They scored nice goals. Now I congratulated them. My problem isn't with Hearts. My problem is with the officials like yourself. I'm absolutely disgusted with the officials. It wasn't a red card. It wasn't a penalty. So why give them?
Exactly.
How can they look themselves in the mirror after that, Xander?
Yeah. And it also carried yesterday as well, John, in the Motherwell Rangers game. I don't know if you've seen it, but did you see the penalty Rangers got?
No, I haven't seen any of that, no.
Oh my God. The slightest brush inside the box, John, when they're getting beat 1-0 with 15 minutes to go, and he points straight to the spot. Penalty to Rangers. I think we've got a viewer called Penalty to Rangers, if we know.
Aye, we certainly have. Aye. No, I never seen any. I think you sent me a text message after the game saying just saying yes. I didn't know what I thought you'd won the lottery or something. What did I watch again? I think I seen Motherwell's second goal, the winner.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the rest. I'm going to watch the highlights at the day. Actually, I'll do that today.
Yeah.
Cheer me up a bit.
So, well, that's it, because the penalty was one of the softest penalties I ever saw yesterday, and then we get the decisions today. Okay, moving on, John. Let's park that there. We've lost the game. Fair enough. 2 points behind. Still well and truly in this title race. Midweek, we've got Benfica against Rangers, John, on Thursday. I didn't even know that they were playing Benfica, to be honest with you. But that's who they're playing, and then they come back to a tough trip in the Cup at Easter Road. Celtic play Livingston on the Sunday as well. Didn't understand why we were playing on the Sunday, not the Saturday. But there you go, 2:30 kickoff on Sunday, John. And when we're talking about the Livingston game, we'll mention the competition for these pens, John. These once-in-a-lifetime pens, collector's items. Very simple. We're back to the old competition. What minute and second will the first goal be scored in the Celtic versus Livingston game on Sunday? We're obviously looking for the minute and the second. 5 guesses each, folks. And put your guess in the comments section. They're outstanding, the pens, aren't they, John?
Aye. No, the only pens I've got is the wee see-through Bics. It's the only ones I've got.
Oh, these are expensive, John. I didn't want to tell you the price of these, but yeah, get yourself logged. Get yourself logged into the comment section to win this fantastic prize. And then there's the usual competition as well. We'll mention it one more time. Name the 2 mystery voices to win the quadruple treble frame print and the quadruple treble brand spanking new box set. Have a listen.
Of course, because I know few friends who play football here, and I know.
So those European nights were just they're the. It's funny when you retire, right?
So 2 guesses on each voice, each remember, into the comment section, and we'll make the draw for that on the 25th of March. So good luck, everybody, with both competitions.
Yeah.
All right, John, that about wraps it up.
You're giving away more prizes than bills out here, Xander.
Well, do you know something? There's an old caravan parked through the back of my house.
A speedboat there as well, aye. Vauxhall Nova.
Well, you don't know what's round the corner. No. We're finishing with a laugh, John, and I've got a wee joke to finish as well, right, John?
You know what? Any comments today, Xander?
If you go for it, John. Why not?
James Doran first up. Brother beaten. Here we go. First comments mentioning beaten. Brother beaten the self-confessed Sevco supporter, but he won't stop Celtic coming away from Tynecastle with 3 crucial points. Well, he did. he did, James. He actually stopped us coming away with 3 points.
He sure did. Yeah, he sure did. And he done what he set out to do, didn't he? So I suppose that's all you can say about it. But we've just got to move on, John. Next game, Livingston, haven't we? So we've just got to take it in the chin and move on.
Aye. Well, that's all we can do. Nothing else. We can sit and moan about it, but no moaning at Hearts, moaning at officials. Disgraceful, I keep saying it. Rosemary says, watched Naismith's effort on Sunday compared to Ibrox. Wee guy sickens me. Well, I don't know. Just look at me makes you feel sick, doesn't it, Milky? Not an ugly wee guy, by the way.
Aye, well, as I say, John, I watched the Rangers game against Hearts, and night and day doesn't cover it. Hearts players, many times did the Hearts player give the ball away today? Not once. I only watched 20 minutes of the Rangers Hearts game, and I saw Hearts giving the ball away at least 6 times. So that explains that, doesn't it?
You'll see a different Hearts against Celtic. Everybody bear that in mind.
Yeah.
Someone else's nostalgia said, not sure what the score will be tomorrow against Hearts, but since it's at Tynecastle, I think 2-1. Wrong again. Unless you were talking about Hearts, of course. Still wasn't 2-1 right enough, was it? I don't usually participate in competitions, but I'm a regular viewer, so I'll give it a go for once. I'm going to say Musa Dembele for the first voice and Steve Guppy for the second. Great podcast as usual, lads. Love it.
Yeah, thanks for the comment and thanks for entering the competition as well. That's logged, well and truly logged, with the rest of them, and we'll find out on March the 25th.
Aye. I've seen someone else's nostalgia here a few times. Thanks for the comment, mate. It's nice of you to say. Glad you like the podcast.
Thank you very much, pal. Thank you.
Mad About Football. Well done to Motherwell. One of the very few teams that actually thrive in Newco. Well, Motherwell gave us a right fight, didn't they? At Fir Park.
They did.
And look, fair play to them. If it wasn't for them, we'd be saying we've lost the league right now. We'd be sitting 5 points behind if it wasn't for Motherwell. So thank you, Motherwell.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I just saw the goals for Ibrox yesterday, and yeah, at least they put in a few attacks, and they won the game. So that's what happens when you go at Rangers. Just hopefully all these other teams are looking at that, John, and they can start doing the same thing.
Well, they're nothing special. I'm shocked here at the top of that league.
Yeah, John, I know we know that obviously, but we need these other teams to start looking at what Motherwell done, didn't we? To put in the same effort. That's all we're asking for, I think.
Aye.
Well,
it's still only 2 points, so we can be thankful for that. Anyway, Eclectic Minecraft Bill says, good listen as always. It's criminal that this pod has been crippled by that disgusting strike. Best Celtic pod on the go. It helps to be likeable, unlike the rest. Well, thanks for that. I think might not be likeable to some, but I think maybe likeable to a couple, Xander.
Aye, well, it's thanks for the comment as well. By the way, that's very generous words, so thanks for that. And yeah, we don't flaffle on. We just try and tell as much truth as we possibly can, John, don't we?
Is that a new word? Flaffle?
Flaffle.
Flaffle's a good word. I like that. It sounds like you could maybe have a couple of eggs on top of them with beans.
That's my new word for the day. Flaffle.
Flaffling on. I like it.
Yeah. Thanks for the comment, by the way. That was very kind words. Thank you.
If we hear anybody using the word flaffle, we're going to do you for copyright. That's a new word invented right here the day.
And it's a belter, isn't it?
That's a cracker,
all right, mate.
Paul McComb says fireworks are going off. Thanks for that, Paul. I'm sure they're going off today as well.
Yep.
That was yesterday, says that, so we take it that's about the Motherwell game. Thanks for your comment, Paul. Good to see you, mate.
Cheers, Paul.
What's next? Fish and Stevie says, should win versus Hearts. And last night's Rangers loss versus Motherwell was brilliant. And it's up to Celtic to take advantage today. Well, it was up to Celtic, and I think Celtic would have won the day if it wasn't for the blatant cheating today, Stevie.
Yeah, and we also would have had a chance of winning if we convert that penalty as well, John. So, it was a gathering of unluckiness, if you like, and it resulted in us getting nothing from the game. But we're still there, we're still alive, and we've still got a great chance of winning this league.
What a lot of flaffle.
You're going to use that for now and then, John, aye?
I'll use it on the podcast, aye.
Good man.
Just don't hear, though.
Aye.
Do you think what's his name? Shanklin looks like the Oompa Loompa out of The Wizard of Oz? I know the Wizard of Oz, Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, is it?
I know what you're saying. We need beady eyes. I know what you're saying.
I don't know. It's just every time I look at him, it just reminds me of Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
All right. Okay. I'll have a wee look at that. I'll check that out later.
Aye. Well, I don't know. It's just what my lookalikes are. They're not very good, but I think that's a belter. Anyway.
Aye, all right. We'll check it. Right.
We would never sell our club says, what a great day for Celtic fans after the well beat Sefco in their own backyard. And Naismith is surely raging now. And now it's time to put the foot down with a victory tomorrow over Hearts and put us back top of the league where we belong. Well, sadly, we would never sell a club. Naismith was raging, and he did say, and I'll say it again, you'll see a different Hearts against Celtic. Just everybody bear that in mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's it. And what does that point to, the comments, John? How can you have put the same Hearts out against every other team?
And then he comes out and says, we'll not see that against Celtic. Come on. He's trying to kid.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it? All right, John, let's wrap our comments up. We've got another one for us, I think.
This is the last one. And it's for Roseanne, of course. And she says, I'll say 2-1 Celtic. And my beloved husband says 1-0 Celtic. Come on, you boys and greens. Sadly, Roseanne, it didn't happen that way. We're all a wee bit down in the dumps because of the officials today. Nothing we can do, but nothing Celtic can do about that. We're not even going to bother marking up the Celtic players because I only seen one half, and it's unfair to mark the players when you've got officials at that level, Xander.
Yeah, that's that, John. And we can't mark the players when they're a man down as well. There's no point. It's unfair on them. So we'll leave the marking of the scores today, John. All right, thanks for reading them out. Thanks for the comments, everybody. They were brilliant. Thanks for that. Thanks for reading them out, as I say, John. All right, that wraps up for the day. All right, we're a wee bit doom and gloom, maybe, so we'll finish with a wee joke, right? Here we go. What did one hat say to the other hat, John?
Get off my head.
No. You stay here and I'll go on ahead.
That's a Christmas cracker, man.
All right, buddy. Thanks for that. We'll catch you in midweek, buddy. Hail, hail.
Thanks, Xander. Hail, hail. Speak to you
Hail,
next
hail,
time.
pal. Ta-ta.
Portugal, 'cause we're